What's going on, everyone? Hey, HB back again with another Metaphor Refantasio video. This is going to be another quick one. It's not game breaking like my previous one, but if you don't know what I'm referring to, please go check out my previous video about how to get infinite resources. So anyway, let's make this quick. What should I do? That is the best question that I guess this text box is asking. So let's just talk about real quick how to spend our days. So let's resume exploring. Now, if you haven't played Persona 3 or much of any Persona game, you have a due date for when some quests are due, from when you have to beat the dungeon, so on and so forth. Now, for example, this dungeon, you have 10 days to beat it before game over, right? Now, this demo only gives you 3 days to play around with before the demo ends, or until you get to a certain spot in the dungeon. And I'm assuming that certain spot is the very end before you fight the boss. So let's talk about how to utilize your days. So you get 10 days to do the dungeon. What you want to do, or what particularly I like to do, is take the first day, run around town, see what all these townspeople are talking about. Who's got quests? Who, do you need to kill? Do you need to go outside, fight some baddies? Do you need to go in the dungeon? You can only go in the dungeon during the day. At night, you can do activities like cooking, so on and so forth. Now, what I like to do is take the first day, if you want, and do some quests. Talk to like 1 or 2 guys. Waste your daytime. Or jump into the dungeon immediately on day 1. Jump in day 1. Get all the way to the end if you can. If you want to grind, that's fine too. However, I say grind while you make it to the end. Save it right before the end of the dungeon. Spend those remaining 9 days completing quests and talking to people. That will be the best thing that you can do. It gets all the quests out of the way. It makes it so on your final day that you don't have to rush through the dungeon and get game over by fighting some monsters that were super hard or whatever. If you want to farm the crystal, again, infinite resources, then you can do that. Take the first day, talk to everyone in the city, or just waste the day doing events in the city that increase your stats, or again, jump into the dungeon immediately and make your way to the end, just so you feel good. You feel good about it. You know that you can beat the shit out of anything in that dungeon and you're good to go. So the remaining 8 days, your feet is up. You're coasting. You're just like, damn, I could knock out all these quests or just go back in the dungeon and grind more if I want to. Shit. You're living life, man. But that's all I wanted to talk about. Utilize your days wisely. You only have 5 of them. Mind you, this isn't real life. There are no 7 days. There's only 5. Utilize those days wisely. There's also the traveler's voices. Forget that. You don't need that. I'm here to tell you probably maybe the best way, and I'm pretty sure there's 1,000 other content creators telling you what the best way is. Utilize that first day in that dungeon. Until then, that's HB. Don't forget to follow me. Peace out.